Well, there doesn't seem to be anything really new in this fractious tragicomedy that's being played out on the COSATU stage. I was reminded of this by a couple of trade unionists who cynically noted that it was really a case of what comes around goes around, or if you like, a bit of poetic justice. Now, the remarks stem from the fact that those at the receiving end of this stage of what's going on, and that is COSATU General Secretary Zwelinzima Vavi, and the NUMSA, National Union of Metalworkers Leadership, Irvin Jim and Karl Klüter, they've all, at various times in the fairly recent past, been in exactly the opposite position. I mean, Zwelinzima Vavi was, in 2006, to the very forefront of what was called the Zuma tsunami that swept President Thabo Mbeki out of office. And of course, there was the unceremonious dumping of the former president of COSATU, Willie Madisha, and Irvin Jim and Karl Klüter as well, with the treatment of perhaps Moses Mayakiso, etc. I don't think one should carp on about this. Hopefully lessons have been learned. But let's face it, time alone will tell, and at the moment I don't know if lessons have been learned on all sides, if any have been. What is new, however, is the mention now of a need to go to Bolivia to gain inspiration about a future Labour Party, socialist movement or whatever. It used to be Brazil, in the Lula moment, that went under. Then it was Hugo Chavez's Venezuela, and that seemed to have a few problems. And now it is Evo Morales and Bolivia. I don't think there's any need to go there. I don't think there's any ready-made solution to all of this. And in any event, if we want to really look at examples and learn from them about the involvement of unions with governments and with political parties, look no further than Zimbabwe and Zambia, where the trade unions, both of them, supported liberation movements and, in the case of Zambia, pro-independence movements, and then rebelled and set up opposition parties. In Zambia, came into power under Frederick Chiluba, who happened to be the former General Secretary of the ZCTU. We had Morgan Tsvangirai in Zimbabwe. Both of those union movements are terribly weak now. They've just about been obliterated in terms of their strength. But that's only one problem. The other problem seems to be an inability to grasp what trade unions should really be about, what the nature of unions are, that they are in effect the reserve army of the sellers of labour. Nothing more, nothing less. They are come together as workers who have different views, different creeds, different cultures, different languages, but they come together as workers. And if they are misused and abused, many of them will turn to apathy, become apathetic, or worse still, will turn to the shallow promises of various political and religious demagogues. And that is really worrying. Anyway, these are the sort of aspects I think I shall look at in my Inside Labour column, which you can read on this platform, Fin24, tomorrow, or in print in the City Press business section on Sunday. And of course, you can always comment, criticize, condemn, even praise, if you like, at editor@fin24.com. That's editor@fin24.com. And for this week, that's all from me. Cheers.